Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. My name is Daniel Livingstone and today we are going to be editing some studio fitness portraits inside of Capture One and maybe a little bit of Photoshop. This will be a little different because normally we don't start in Capture One and we don't actually do a whole lot of processing inside of Capture One. We've so far on the stream seen a lot of like Lightroom and stuff like that. So this will be a little bit of a switch up in what we can learn today. Just make sure my audio is good. Alright, cool. I also haven't streamed in a little while. You might still be able to hear it, but I have been like pretty sick for like the past like week and a half, 2 weeks, and I've been wanting to stream this. I just haven't been able to because I haven't been healthy. But now that I'm healthy, I feel great and ready to reconnect with all of you guys. I don't sound super annoying and congested anymore. So we are going to dive right into it. I have Capture One open right here. And we are going to first get our thumbnail going, and I have a pre-prepared edit going right now that I was working on yesterday. I just want to see where we're at and how it translates to other images. It's a little too cool for my taste. Maybe we can dial some of these things back. I like where this is at. Also turn the music down a little bit. Start here. So, I like this image. I probably want to make it a little more. Does this already have like a style applied to it right now? Or is this just the raw? Oh, this is the raw image. Well, this is already a great start. Definitely want to pump a little more contrast into it. I like this crisp winter look. That feels really good to me. And then one thing we can do to do a little bit of like light retouching without having to go into Photoshop is Capture One's color editor tool has a skin tone tab inside of it. So we'll use the eyedropper and we'll eyedrop onto an area of skin tone that we like and want to work on. And then this uniformity tab I've been really digging lately. Basically it will help even out the skin tone, so you can see like the red patch on the neck is going away. And it just kind of cleans up the skin for us. Now I'm not going to touch this lightness because I like the contrast going on in the skin. It's creating a lot of great muscle definition. We want to preserve that. But I will make the hue a little more yellow tone, maybe even a little desaturated. Kind of going for like a darker, cool toned look. So I like where we're at with that. Maybe bring back that saturation. That's hard to say. Maybe I'll leave it where it lies. And I want to introduce a little bit of cool tone into this, so our color balance tool gives us our shadow midtone highlight color wheels. And we're just gonna pump the cool tones of the shadows up a little bit more, maybe bring that hue down. We'll leave the luminance the same. Yeah, pumping more of that in. And then maybe throw some warmth. Yeah, there already a little bit of warmth in the midtones. I'll pump that a little harder to keep the skin tones alive. And then the highlights, I think maybe just a little bit of like light blue. There. Now let's see our before and after. Alright, yeah, this is a much more pleasing palette to work with. So for the time being, we're gonna edit this inside of Photoshop. And when I'm doing this image right now specifically because we need to do our thumbnail, so I can like put the link out that we're working on this. I forget, now that I'm doing YouTube, I can do a thumbnail in advance. But I did kind of miss the tradition of like working on the thumbnail at the end of the stream to cap everything off and just go through everything we watched and learned and putting it all together. It's fine where it's at. I might update it later with like the final edit of this image, but we're gonna go grab our stream assets. Oh, that's fine. We don't need that. We're gonna fit this to the... Oh, it's not cropped correctly. There we go. And this is like one of my favorite shots from the shoot. I'm really excited about how this turned out. And we need to change this to... What is this stream called? Studio Fitness Portraits in Capture One. Editing. That's better. And then today's date. Save that. Alright, now we can go into YouTube and update that. This is all correct. Alright, cool. Back to Capture One. Now I can share this stream, so I'll just be here doing some admin stuff on my phone. Alright, that's live. Let me do some other... We'll do... that. And then we'll throw some Discord stuff out there. Share. Copy. Oh, I guess I shouldn't do that. There is a live tab in here, right? Yeah. Alright. Is there anywhere else to promote this? I guess not. Cool. Alright, back to Capture One stuff. Alright. So these are the selects that the client made? Yeah, because I'm gonna have to move some PSDs over. And I just want to dial in our look for the shoot. So I believe these are the raws, right? Yeah. Lighting's pretty solid, everything's on point. We're feeling good about this. When it comes to straightening and shape, that's usually going to be the last thing I do. I want to make sure the entire image is edited the way I want, so I'm utilizing all of the pixels from my sensor, regardless if they're good or not. And then we'll just balance everything out in the end and then use the bits that we want as the final step, so we can always go back and reclaim more if we need it. Yeah, this edit feels good to me. I could probably do something dramatic with the lighting, shaping the lighting, but that might be more of a Photoshop situation. We just want to get the contrast and the color and the light the way we want, the way that we're happy with. Maybe a little bit of extra brightness on this. 10 points seems good. Saturation. Maybe like -3. The contrast feels good where it's at. I don't want to make it too crunchy. And in fact, I might bring some of the shadows back down and matte out that detail that we don't need, like a -10. And then I'll bring the highlights back to 0. We could do a little bit of highlight recovery. -5 seems good. I like what we did with the color editing. I don't need to mess with the curves that much. The white balance I do want to keep consistent throughout the shoot, so maybe I'll do like a 5200 warmth. And then the tint, -4. This all seems good to me. Yeah, I really like the way this shot is coming together. Maybe I'll do like a mask on the subject and then do a linear gradient from the bottom in Photoshop. But let's see if this edit translates to other shots. So I'm going to copy all the settings from that. And then that should bring everything over, including color grading. Yeah. Definitely need to reset the exposure on this though. We'll bring back some of that shadow detail. The exposures are a little different between these shots. And there's more information and more highlights and more shadows just throughout the scene, so we do need to balance that out a little better. I might keep the highlights the same where they are in the image, and I'll do a mask inside of Capture One. And this is a relatively new feature that I think is pretty solid, honestly. Masking inside of Capture One has made some good strides in AI, automatic masking, that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do a subject mask, let that figure it out for me. It creates a new layer for me. I think the M key is to show my mask, that's pretty good. And then it has all these other tools I can work with. So like we don't need this area in the hand, so I think I'm gonna do, what is this, magic eraser? I think let's try magic eraser. Oh, and then I got rid of like a bunch of stuff that we don't need. AI mask, yeah, let's get rid of this area right here. And it calculated that out really well actually. Alright, so currently this is our mask, and we just need to add oh no, I didn't mean to subtract that, that's my bad. Undo, we want to add it, there we go. I'm gonna add this little shoelace, remove the matte from the mask. It's not terrible. It's a relatively clean mask. Alright, so we're gonna call it, yeah, subject mask 1. It automatically names it for me, which is good. And now I turn off the overlay. And then we just bring our highlights down on our subject. And what else? Perhaps we don't need as much skin tone hue uniformity on this one as we did on the previous one. So we'll pull that back a little bit. And the saturation we can pull back too. That can have a lot more, since it's like full body, the uniformity of your skin tone is not going to be super consistent all the way from top to bottom. How do I, oh, there we go. I'll probably remove these highlights and clean these up, just the inconsistent lighting a little bit. But otherwise, I'm really liking where this is going. I'm going to extend this wall out in both directions, so this is a much more like neutral backdrop. We'll probably use some like generative fill techniques to do that. What else do we got going on here that I can do in Capture One? Like I said, straightening comes last, but we'll do that inside of Capture One. Basically, we take this image, process it in here, take it over to Photoshop for retouching, then bring that Photoshop file back into Capture One for cataloging purposes. We can also do straightening and adjustments on top of the PSD file, on top of our retouched image. And for something like straightening, I feel like that's always going to be the same, which allows me to go back into Photoshop, redo any retouching I might need to do, and then once I go back to Capture One, the straightening will still be there, and I feel like that's not something that any further retouching would change that much, unless I'm like adding new walls and changing the walls and the floors and the horizon lines a ton. Not something I usually do though. We could probably clean up that red patch in Photoshop, so that's good where that's at. Let's see if this edit now applies to these images, because I do want to get that consistency. Oh, minus the mask. We can clear that mask, or clear this layer entirely. Delete. Where's the delete option? Oh, the minus button. Alright, really cool and really bright. Cool is in temperature. I also forgot to check if the, yeah, 4, yeah. Alright. So we need to fix the brightness on this. We need to fix the white balance. Don't need as much contrast. The color grading doesn't necessarily work as well on this one, although the skin tone adjustments kind of do work well. I will make the skin tone a little more saturated though. 3 seems good. We'll do 5. Yeah, it's feeling really cold, and that's because of our... color balancing. There you are. So we're gonna take all that coolness out of the highlights. We are gonna leave some warmth in the midtones, although maybe not as much. And the shadows we can take down as well. It doesn't need to be as blue. And in fact, maybe pumping in a little like warmth in the highlights could really change the vibe of this. Bring that saturation down. So we just gotta get the hue that we want. I'll reset the luminosity on the highlights as well. That was kind of blowing stuff out. Pump a little bit of a warm tone in here, not too much. I want to keep a separation between subject and background. $5,800 white balance might be the key to this. Just pumping a little more life into this shot. There's some artwork behind him. I don't know. The white wall is a little weird because the bottom half is so heavy and the top half is just got nothing going on here. And we'll retouch these extra details out. We don't need that. I like the way this looks though. Let's pop it onto this one. That feels good. Oh, we can get rid of this. as well. So we made this edit yesterday off stream, and I'm looking at it and it's starting to feel a little too cool. Maybe we can bring that back with some white balance adjustment, and then it feels really green, so maybe like a -2. Maybe 5300. I do want it to be like neutral and kind of cold. I also want to bring back some of the highlights here. Oh, and there's a lot of grain on this, which we can do after the fact. Is there grain on this as well? Not really. Okay. Grain is in refine. And I just want to make sure we're not pumping grain on any of these. Yeah. So this we can reset. Grain is another thing that we can add after the fact. We want to work with all of our information when we're doing retouching. So this shot is a lot darker and colder. And a little purpley, honestly, so we'll do a -4 on that. We'll bring up the brightness. Bring back some of that shadow detail. We can recover the highlights in the background. Yeah, 20 shadow recovery looks good on this, so I do want to see some detail in here. I think keeping the background a tad warm. The shadows will stay cool. The background can stay warm. Maybe not that warm. Yeah, I want this background to stay neutral. I'll probably keep that where it is. Maybe even bring down the warmth in the midtones here. That shadow can stay very blue. Maybe a little bit of highlight reduction. I mean, really I just need it all right here. So I'm gonna do an AI mask. What is this? Oh, we don't need that. I didn't realize there were some other masks going on in here. That changes things a bit. I do like that I brought back the skin tone, although I would do it a little differently in this one. In our color editor. I'm gonna make the histogram smaller. Our skin tone does need to be worked on a little bit. No, I'll do here. So we'll do a little bit more of a hue uniformity, and then pump some saturation, I suppose. We will need to still adjust the red skin tone in this. And that background, I mean, if I make a new layer and do a gradient mask, and bring up the exposure a little bit here, that feels good. Yeah, the background does need to become a little darker though. So I'll do a background layer, and I'll bring that exposure down a bit. Let's see, pretty good mask. I think I'm gonna leave that to Photoshop, honestly, because I'm gonna go in and manually make that perfect. So that's fine, we'll make the background darker on this shot. Kind of more matching this one, but on this one I now need to do an AI mask on the face. We'll call this highlight recovery face. So we'll do a subject mask or whatever, yeah, just click on him. Oh, we need to include, so we need to Alt key that. Let's display mask, we need to include include him. Why is it not giving us this? I guess we'll just do a subject mask. Or not. Why is it struggling so hard? Oh, because I had the AI... Oh, I had AI erase on. I need to do AI brush. Okay, I understand a lot better now. So we're gonna, yeah. Click on them to create masks. Oh, and then click on something for better, or create a shape for better accuracy. There we go. Alright, great. We're learning. We're learning in real time. We're gonna bring the highlights down on the face. You can see here. Okay, thank you for that. Deselect that tool because we don't need to make another mask. And now you can see here we have a lot more control over the highlights that fall on the face. I might actually also include this in it. Yeah. And now our highlight recovery also is hitting the shoulder at the same level. So that helps with consistency. Very excited to retouch these. Did I do any color toning on these? Yeah, I like that I made that darker. Image layer. Yeah, I didn't do anything here. Didn't do anything there. I feel like this needs to be pumped to a bluer blue. And let's see our before and our after. Yeah, really neutralized a lot of those tones, made it very cool and blue. I'm a big fan, especially because the resistance band is blue, so like tapping into that is gonna be good. Skin tone, what do we do with this? It feels very red. I might move the skin tone hue a little more in the way of yellow. And I'll bring back some of that saturation we pumped a ton into. That feels better. Maybe it's feeling a little green now. Whatever, I'm gonna have to adjust this in Photoshop no matter what. Take the uniformity down. And the saturation levels down. We'll do skin stuff in Photoshop mostly. So we got 6 pretty good images here. I could probably start retouching these. Yeah, we'll dive into the retouching. So I'm gonna open this as edit this with Photoshop. Opening it with would open the raw file regardless of Capture One's adjustments inside of Camera Raw, which we don't want to do. That would just basically be starting the edit all over again. Get out my handy dandy Wacom tablet to do some real precise editing. And we are in. Okay. I'm gonna shift my whole setup over a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so retouching time. I'm gonna do my standard retouching procedure. Throw my frequency separation, my retouch for me plugin, let that all run automatically. We're gonna have to sharpen this. This is a little out of focus, but that's okay. I'm gonna do some teeth whitening. sure we're not hitting those lips. Bring that over to 2 brightness. Might be a little too bright considering our white point is a little muted in this image. So we're just gonna bring this down to like just a tad bit. Eye brightness, eye whitening will do as well. So we don't want that like highlight tinting, the yellow highlight tinting to hit the eyes too much. It'll create like a little like jaundice effect. I'm actually gonna do a second whitening layer, reset the mask on that. And that'll be for the eyes. And we're just gonna call this face. Yeah, and then we're gonna really bring down the reds and the yellows of this layer. There we go. That's a lot better. Since we only see one side of the chain here, I'm okay with removing that. And then fixing this curve, and then getting rid of this here. Well, we tried. That's okay, it's kind of hidden back there. I'll fix this fold. Kind of need to move this whole thing over. I think I'm gonna liquefy the shirt and then just bring it in closer to the neck because it's kind of hanging off asymmetrically. Let's see, clean up, we can fix this bed. Go. Just removing all these small distractions. And if you're wondering how I'm doing this, I'm using the spot healing brush tool. Basically just paint away all the parts that I don't want. It's weird that it's giving me a seam though. I can probably just use a clone stamp tool on this. Yeah, I don't know why it's giving me such a hard edge on that. Maybe sampling the surrounding area will help blend that out. Yeah. That's better. And then we'll just get rid of this handle. I know it's like realistic. That's not what we want. How do we do this the way we want to do it? Yep, we're getting there. There we go. That's better. Is there anything else we need to do in this shot? I'll probably play with the There's a little bit of skin tone we need to blend out. Not gradient that. We're going to do selective color, take those reds, pump a little bit of yellow in there. Skin redness. We'll do a low opacity brush and we'll just paint around here to even that out. Do it on the chin. Might have gone a little too hard. Maybe I'll just paint out this middle part with a brush. This shadow really isn't doing it for me though. I'm gonna do some stuff in my tonal retouching here. I have my skin tone swatches here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up this area a little bit. I think it's creating like a harder fake mustache. Like there is some facial hair here, but the shadow from the lighting is making it a little darker in the middle than the rest of it. Even like the bottom of the nose is like got a shadow on it for some reason, which is weird because I used a lot of fill lighting on this. There we go. That's a little better. I do see a lot of like skin tone inconsistencies here though. And that might have been because of my processing, honestly. A light lift on the center of the face. Underneath the eyes, just pick those up. Ever so gently. There we go. We lifted some of the face. We're also going to sharpen that too. Eyes are popping, teeth are popping, skin tone is cleaned up. Gonna move that shirt over in a second. Skin, everything looks good. This I might clean up. Maybe and just see what generative fill does to that. That's better. That's better. That's the best one. Good. It fixes that little flick in the fold. I think that's all we need to do to this for now. If we wanted, we could just like AI some artwork on the back wall or something. I don't know. Let's get some inspiration. Oops. Let's reopen that. There we go. Let's check Pinterest out. Physical therapist headshot. Oh, there's a window in the back. Oh, there's a curtain. That would be a really nice touch. That would be a great touch. Wait, that'd be so good. Oh, it'd be hard to... Everything's so pushed against the wall. Even like this texturing. What is that called? What is that called? Give me 1 second. I gotta figure out what this is called. Alright, we're back, and I've done my research, and I've figured out that that's called wainscoting. So what if I did, oh, also what, that's fine, I'll merge that. Command E, it's called cleanup still. Is it worth trying to remove some of the wrinkles in the shirt? Possibly. Alright, let's try to blend out these wrinkles a little bit. Well, we're certainly diminishing them. This is really easy. We're just using a mixer brush tool on a low frequency separation layer. And I wonder if, well, it might be kind of tough. Maybe on the high frequency we can just whoosh, push that out. Is this fixable in the tonal? We need to lighten the shadows. It's white. Maybe I'll just paint out the wrinkles manually. And this one I'm just using a colored brush. I mean, that kind of did work. Like a little bit of light wrinkling and texturing is fine because it makes it look real. We don't want it to be perfectly flat and lose all its dimension. Yeah, it's better, I feel. So let's do these up here. Let's really target these. The dark ones, I'm gonna go for that. Those deep shadows. I think we're doing a good job blending these out. This one will hit that, we'll hit that. That's better. And we really smoothed out that shirt. And that's the manual way to do it without AI. Now I can go in and create any texture that I want. So if I want to create a little like shelf on the chest, I can do that here. And then a little bit of ridge underneath. That's might be a little too heavy. I'll just do a little bit of brightness here. That's how we create shape and dimension. Maybe a little too much. Let's fan that down. Or even just dial it back on the history. Yeah, we don't need to do all that. I think it's fine where it is. Maybe even a little bit of brightness boost in the middle. This little wrinkle right here can go down. Brighten that. Much less distracting. And we just did all that through like some manual painting, which is not hard to do. You don't have to use AI for every single thing. Well, this looks great. Alright, that's called... Yeah, we copied and pasted that. So let's do a... Let's not include that shoulder. Let's do a... Generative fill. Wainscoting on the wall. I hope AI, the more specific we are, the better, right? So this should like nail it exactly. That's a, means the texture. Let's add the word texture to that. Or maybe if this one doesn't work, I'll do like indents as a keyword. Because I just want it to be like, looks like it's coming from the actual wall itself. This is better. Generate similar. I lost it. Alright, we're gonna do white. Oh, that. Nope. Nope. White. Bring texture. Indentation. Blended into white wall. Oh, we're getting there. Matching existing background. Come on. We kind of had one earlier. Almost. Minimal? I'm really fighting this prompt right now. AI is letting me down at the moment. Oh, that's better. That's a lot better. Wait, this one's good. Can I make them bigger? What is this? More similar of that was really good. I think this is the best one so far. What if I made the selection larger? Yeah, these need to be bigger, I feel like. Or even maybe we do this without AI. Maybe we try to do it images. Maybe do a little bit of compositing on this one to really amp it up. Or even something like that. Yeah, rectangular indentation maybe? Just ignore ham. you go. Alright, now we'll do another prompt. Two symmetrical rectangular indentations into wall. Two large symmetrical regular indentations. Oh no. Similar to, wait, how do you spell that again? Wainscoting. I literally just need a hole, like, punch in the wall to create fake shadows. That's all I need. That's getting there. I'm so tempted to just take something from like this image and pop it in. Let's do a PNG. Oh. Yes. Let's search large images. I wonder if this will work. Oh, it's too small. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Remove the background of this. And then remove the inside. Magic wand. We'll start on this side. Yeah, we're doing some old school compositing right now. I didn't expect to get this involved, but here we are. Alright, this needs to be turned into a smart object, low-key. Smart object. There you are. Put that mask back on. This needs to be blurred. And it needs to be relit. I don't know how we're gonna do that. That came down here. Oh, flipping mask. This is gonna be really hard, actually. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Maybe not even a Gaussian blur, maybe a lens blur. Nope, can't do that. Box blur? And a drop shadow? We're just experimenting at this point. Oh my god, I just need to texture this wall. Why is this so hard? Let me go back to AI. This is hard. I don't even know if that's correct. Hold on. Let's make a mask. Transform selection? Yes. We'll make that a mask somewhere else. We'll take this and then we'll subtract that. Alright, and we'll delete that mask. We'll delete this mask, and then we'll make this our generative fill, wainscoting, indent. White, no. White. Oh, I had no idea what to do. Because the selection wasn't big enough. That makes sense. This is really killing me. We're getting there. It's close to, it's getting there. It's starting to form an idea of what we're talking about here. Close. Oh, can I feed it an image? Like, can you do that? I can do that now, can't I? Oh, only in the beta? No, what? We can do that. Let's see. Do we need... somewhere in here. Oh, okay, it's in there. Let's see. No, I don't want to generate an entire image. How do we do that? Is this only in the beta? No, this is from like half a year ago, though. Let's see. No, we cannot use that yet. Is that just only in the contextual taskbar? Is this only in the beta? Yeah, see, I would love generative fill. Select. Oh, okay, wait. Lasso. Or this. And then let me remove the head. No. Exclude this. Include this. Can I not add an image? This must be a beta feature. When is this from? September? Oh, maybe. Yeah, it's only in the beta. Darn. I don't have that. Square indentations on the wall. What a complicated thing to do. But we're getting somewhere. Too large from the existing wall. Just make an indent on the wall for me. Create some sort of texture. Like, the art is cool. Too empty, minimal. Picture frames. Too minimalistic, empty picture frames that blend in with the existing wall behind it. Please. Please work. I might revisit this later. This is just a huge waste of my time. Like maybe? I don't hate it. Like, what do I need to add to this wall to make it look good? I really liked this. Like a texture to the wall would be nice. Add minimalistic rectangular indentations. Two large minimalistic rectangular indentations that blend that are lit from it. Create subtle light shadows. I'm really grasping for anything here. I just need white frame shapes. Oh, I think this took my rectangles very seriously. Or very literally. We have potential here, maybe. We're getting somewhere. I'm gonna use like all my credits just trying to figure out this one prompt. Alright, well we had something and now it's gone. This is just nothing. This just generated nothing. Might be a grammatical issue messing with this prompt. Oh, that's better. just need like a shape back there. Just anything. Oh, that's actually not bad. Two minimalistic black and navy lights hanging from overhead. These are a little close. I'm kind of getting sick of just looking at this image entirely. Why are they so low? Why are they so close? You know, AI has failed me today. I give up on this. Let's just call it. I'm going to merge all visible. We'll liquefy the shirt. Bring that neckline in a little bit. Go. Just really bring in that collar, and then we need to round it out. Better. Alright, pull in that, and then we're gonna do our, this is our liquefy. And then we're gonna do our straightening, which is the adaptive wide angle filter. And we're gonna do a perspective, and we're gonna create a bunch of lines. This has to be straight, this has to be straight. This has to be straight. It's weird because there's no true horizon in this image to go off of. Makes things really weird. This should probably be straight if we're fixing that perspective. So like this goes to 0. This goes to 0. This is already almost there. There we go. Oh, this can be a straight line, I suppose. I'm gonna say this could probably be straightened out as well. Does that fix things up a little bit? It does. Maybe even straighten out this line right here. That would feel good. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Oh, I've missed that leg. Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, the proportions are a lot better now. Alright, we don't need this. And then we're gonna sharpen this layer, and I'm gonna use my favorite plugin to do that, the Nick Collection Output Sharpener. Maybe even 75%. Oh, that was crazy. Yep, now everything's sharper. Oh, the sharpening happened on the same layer. We don't want to do that. That'll be called sharpen. Alright, well, there's a before, there's our after. Everything's clean, everything's nice. Nothing on the background wall. Well, I'll figure that out later. I'm so sick of thinking about that. That goes in our selects folder. As soon as that hard drive wakes up, I can do this. There we go. That'll go in here. And then back to capture one. And then we can delete this one because we saved it in our selects folder. And we can edit this one. And just do a lot of the same stuff. I would love to put an indent on that wall. And my composite brain should be able to do that. I wonder how much I can fake it. What if I did no, no, hold on. If I just created a shape. No fill. We did a sample stroke from the background itself. Made it large. Oh, I guess it'll be in the properties here. Oh, it is in there. Okay, cool. Now we're cooking. Hold on. Oops. We'll do like a 50 pixel. 10 pixel rounded edge, and then we'll just like bevel it, I guess. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Shadow, like a light gray. Change the angle a little bit. The shadow should be the same color as the shadows in the scene, and about as soft, of which there are none to go off of. Maybe this color? Yes, I understand. Outer bevel? I think we're getting somewhere with this, actually. Yeah, something with a deeper, slightly deeper shadow, and I'll just play with the opacity. And then less rounded corners, I guess. Like 0. And then would I do another one inside of that? Do I create like a inner shadow now? That could work. This is starting to work. Let's make this a smart object. Unless it already is. No, convert to smart object. Yeah, let's delete all these. Make this a smart object now. Then we'll copy these layer effects, paste it onto this. We can delete the first one. Now we can blur this. Just a little bit. Maybe like, no, it's too much. I think 5.5 is gonna be good. We're getting somewhere. We're doing it ourselves, but we're getting somewhere. Now I'm gonna play with the bevel and emboss a little bit. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. I'd still like to change the properties of this and do a 0. And then we'll grab him. We'll create the mask now. Alright, this is looking better. I love it. We're making great progress. Yeah, we'll do like a really light texture on this. I'll make this even lighter. This is what I was going for in the first place, and AI couldn't figure that out. Let's see what else I can do with this beveling and embossing. Texturing. I don't know if texture is going to help us on this one. Chisel hard seems to be the right move for us. I mean, smooth ain't bad either, but I think it just adds an extra dimension of, let's see, outer bevel, inner bevel, emboss. Emboss not bad. Hello emboss. Hello emboss isn't bad either. Yeah, I like this one. Alright, this is wall, what's it called? I already forgot the name of it. Wainscoting. Well, I'll just call it wall texture. Then we do make another one of these, and then we move it over here. Right? Except this one needs new adjustments now. Oh, you know what this one needs to do? Oh, this is based on the same. Oh. Hold on. We need to make a new shape. Well, we'll just do this. Make that a smart object. Left, right. We'll just sample whatever this color is, because it's a little darker over here. Oh, I see. Properties, stroke. We'll do the other color. Slightly darker. Good. Save that. It updates in here. And now we copy layer style. We paste that layer style. And we copy this effect, or not. We drag it over. Yeah. And we just need to mess with the settings a little bit. No, that'll stay the same. Oh my god, just get it together, come on. That's not the issue. What is the issue? I just need this to be darker in general. Let's just do a gradient here to here, make that a clipping mask, and then just bring the highlights down. And then another one with another clipping mask here to here. Bring the lightness up. That should be better. I think that looks a little better. I also need to fill the hole here. There we go. Turn that back on. And that feels right. Maybe even a little bit on top of all that. Bring up this corner. There we go. Alright, that blends out well. I think we finally got that effect we wanted. I still don't know how I feel about it entirely. Maybe we make them a little more narrow. Something like that. Need to measure. Where's the measuring tool? It's in here somewhere. Ruler, under eyedropper. I'm having some serious tool blindness right now. There you are. How far are you? I need the info panel. Six 0.8. 0.68. Yeah, that's the same distance, edge to edge. Alright, well, that's what it's gonna be. See, we ran out of music. Let's go back to my favorite spot. Go back. Alright, well, we just went on a very deep dive. I'm glad I found some good inspiration pretty quickly, though. Oh, some pictures of, like, body parts in the background would be kind of cool, actually. Alright, well, we got our before and we got our after. I think just adding a little bit of texture in the background adds something nice to it. Some fake wall texture that we did just using shapes and beveling, embossing, and blending modes, which is pretty dope. Alright, update this file. Then we can work on this file, which is almost the same thing. Just run our retouching. Whew. How are we feeling about the stream so far? Keeping the energy up? That was a really long problem-solving situation, but we ended up getting there. This one I'll go a lot faster on now that I have it built out. So first, we're gonna get rid of this chain. I'll just do a clone stamp. Lightly brush that down. Good. We'll bring in some of our layers from our previous ones, so our face layers can come in here. We'll just reset the masks on all these. So this will be for teeth. Maybe even a little bit harder than that. Always name your layers. That's just a good habit to have. We'll jump into our tonal retouching real quick, do a little bit of face painting, lifting that mustache shadow like we saw last time. Even the bottom of this nose will brighten up a little bit to keep the shape. There we go. Hair is looking really good, honestly. Everything's right where it's supposed to be. I'll blend this out a little bit. I don't know what this is all about. There we go. There, almost there. Look better. And kudos to the makeup artist for doing such a fantastic job on this project. Shout out to Romelia. Gonna have to, I'm getting a little bit of like raccoon eyes. Which I'm surprised because I wasn't lighting from like overhead that much. I was doing a little bit of side light, I guess, but we can pick that up. Just paint it away. Yeah. Nothing we can't handle here. Did we get rid of too much texture? Possibly. Let's just dial that back a little bit. That's better. We gotta do our t-shirt blend. Blend, blend, blend. And then we'll paint that out. That's so much cleaner. Oh my goodness, I love it. Great. Maybe even like some really broad painting here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Pick it up a little bit around the... Fix the collar. Lighten up the shoulder. There we go. Fix that shirt up real nice. Still gonna have to liquefy that in. I don't think I'm gonna have to do a perspective shift on this, which is great. But I will have to I'll do a little bit of cleanup on the fingernails. That's good. Retouching the hands. That one looks good. Other hand. Alright, good, good, good. I might remove this crease just with like a generative fill. We'll just smooth out that fold. That's a little less distracting, I think. So yeah, we'll do that, merge those, and then this we'll just do like that. I don't want a shadow there. Maybe I can blend this out with frequency. I'll just grab this and then put it somewhere else. Yeah. And then this can get pushed over. And then this can get pushed over. Blend that out. There we go. Better. Yeah, that fold is a lot less distracting now. This one needs to get put away though. I don't know what music is playing. Oh, DJ Sona. That might be copywritten. We'll do my stream stuff. We'll just throw some NCS songs up there. Just reshuffle. Alright, what are my options? That one looks probably the best. If I could just brighten that up a little bit. Good. Alright, fix the pants, fix the shirts, fix the hands. We can clean up the wires down here. I see a little bit of a seam here. Alright. That one was a lot more cooperative than the last time we worked on the same part of the previous image. What else we got in here? I think that's it for retouching. Everything looks really good. This one little speck can get knocked out. There we go. Everything else is looking good to me. Maybe a couple small texture issues in here that we can correct. There we go. Alright, now we gotta do liquefy, Should we do that first? Or no, we should do that first. Yeah, absolutely. Merge visible. This will be the liquify layer. We'll pull that shirt in. Honestly, can we rotate the head too? Oh, face shape. Eyes, nose, mouth, face shape. Can we push the entire head the other way? I know there's a sweep for it. I would like to rotate the head. That's fine. We can just swirl it a little bit. Ugh. I don't want to mess with the face too much. Yeah, it's fine. I like the side tilt. We'll just push the shoulder, the collar in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think I just need to pull the neck out a little bit to match that. There we go. And then we'll bring in our wall layers behind that. Oh, and then we'll do also like subject. And then we'll create a new mask. This needs to be probably blurred a little harder though. Let's refine the hair. Nope. Select. Isn't there a refine hair option? There it is. And then we'll intersect this with this. There we go. I will need to blur those out a little harder. And I'll need to move this whole thing over a little bit. darker or just less visible. I also need more blur on each of those. Oh, I'm on the one on the right anyway. That really changes things a lot. It actually changes the shape of it entirely. Oh, we need to rasterize it and then re-blur it. I think the wall texture we have there is fine the way it is. Alright, that's looking good. Not output, we want to save that in selects folder. Whenever this hard drive decides to wake up, it'll come back eventually. Can't access any of these images until the hard drive wakes up. Come on. I know we can do it. There we go. Alright, Photoshop. Go back to selects. There you go, that's another select. I'm glad we put these fake textures in the background. It just makes the image feel more complete. Now we don't have to do that ever again. Thank goodness. Alright, let's close both of these. Go back into Capture One. We'll work on these images. We could do a frequency separation on this. I don't think I'm gonna do any like AI retouching. That'll be a lot of manual work. And then we will need to do a little bit of skin tone blending. I'm gonna start by just doing a really quick scan for frequency separation stuff. I don't see anything glaring. We are gonna need to do a lot of skin tone fixes though. Blemish, not a blemish, but an inconsistency. This we can blend out, and then this texture we take down here, and this texture we take up here. And for whatever reason my computer's running really slow now. What is making my computer this angry? Okay, I guess I'll just save this. Alright, let's close this. And then close this and get a fresh restart on both of those. It's good stream condition right now. Let's just fire up Capture One and Photoshop again. we go. Alright, that sock could use a little bit of a pickup. So we're going to paint that using our... Oh, I gotta do a solar mask as well. Alright, in our tonal layer, we'll dodge this by just painting in some white over here. Yep, that looks good. Same for this one. We want to make sure that this is nice and bright and white. And I'm going to blend this. I might even do a selection to like lower the contrast of the socks, make them brighter and more evenly lit. I'll darken this. So right now I'm just trying to lower the contrast overall of the sock. Then make that smooth. This feels like a mistake. So I'm gonna grab this and then just paint this in here. Since this is all kind of the same, like matte gray. Oops. Oh, was I doing current below? Didn't mean to do that. Whatever, we can just paint blurry texture on top of that. Alright, that's better. The shoe is neater. I can even paint a little bit of brightness in here. There we go, smooth that out. And then I'll have to do a cleanup layer on top of that. That'll come later. Anything else we can solve right now? Just cleaning up these shoes. Go. That looks good. We'll fix the holes in the floor, or the scratches. Do we do the background extension now? No, I think if I've made way up to clean up, I'll just do the quick scan of my scene. Get rid of all these little dots. Just little lint marks. I should probably clean my actual screen because it's really hard to see these. Bit of cleanup here, here. Smooth that out. Smooth that out. Alright, all I have to do is a little bit of this skin. Oh, and the cleanup layer is where I'm going to do the background extension too. Let's see if I can get rid of this. I can. Alright, I'm praying this will just extend the wall for me. And then keep the direction of the shadows. What do you do? What'd you add? What is that? I don't want that. A plant is kind of hilarious there. Extend wall. I mean, don't build a new concrete wall. Ugh. I need, what if I got rid of this thing first? Alright, what if I took this right and below, and then just continued this outward? Content aware fill might help me out here. We're getting closer. I'll just do this. Really wasn't expecting to have to do a manual background extension, but here we are. Content aware fill, layers, good. Clean up that corner. Hopefully this will do a good job over here. Just don't want none of that there. Please just give me a gray wall. Okay, that's a start. Give me some shapes. I don't hate that. I'll just fill some of these in. We don't want this. That's a good start. Just don't want to include this mat in it. That's better. Make selection, invert selection, do a little bit of clone stamping. go. Maybe some content more fill over here would do the trick. Yeah, just let's get in there. Let's just get rid of all this hard texture. That's better. It actually makes the scene look a lot smaller, like the space feel a little smaller. We're gonna do a skin tone adjustment. Make these reds a little yellow toned. I'm just gonna come in and find those red spots, blend those out. Yeah, let's take the redness out of it. Probably even knock this out in this layer. Oh yeah, I need to grab those socks, that's right. We take out the blue tint of the socks and make them whiter and then less contrasty. I don't want to do that. We want to use our object selection tool, so you can grab all of the shoes and socks. That actually did a really good job. I just want to grab this sock as well. We don't need to include this part of the shoelace. I can probably grab the edge of those shoes with a pen brush later. For now, we're going to do a hue and saturation layer. I'm going to take out all the blue tone from that, neutralize it, maybe even lighten those blue tones, and then we'll do, no, we'll keep those bright. We just want to decontrast them. Yeah. We'll group those and call them shoes. This is going to be skin tone or skin redness. Put that on top of that. Oops. Desat. Yeah. That already looks a lot better. Might get rid of this Nike logo. And then we need to clean up on the shoe. Yeah, we do. Just cleaning up these like tears and ridges. I'll also do a yellow deset on these. There we go, now those shoes look so much cleaner already. I'm gonna have to probably do some dodging and burning on the really dark spots. Retitle this cleanup. Stop doing that. Yeah, I see places where I'm gonna need a brush. We'll just take out these really dark ridges, all this texture. Alright. Oh, but that's on top of that. Darn. Oh, let's just throw in a dodge layer. Oh yeah, let's also grab this area. Alright, we'll group the shoe layer. That looks pretty good. Then we can round out that shape later, but right now I want to just do a dodge layer. Then we can do it like this. We're manually picking up those dark spots. Those really black lines, if we can lift those, wait, looking a lot better. And honestly, fixing stuff like this makes shoes look so much better. Like, if you're not just gonna go buy new shoes for a shoot, just do this. It might not save you time, but it will definitely save you money. Like, just from dodging and burning, we've already made these shoes look so much cleaner. I just need to hit these spots. There we go. And already the shoes look so much better. We gave the shoes a lot more life. I like the color toning on this. Clean up that texture on the wall. I'll probably clean up the mat off stream. That'll take a little while. Alright, I'm good with that. And this next shot should be even easier, actually. Yeah.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in
I think we got like 2 more images left for this, and then I think we can call stream there.
eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones
Frequency separation, yes. Solar, yes. I'll bring in my skin tone adjustment. There's no shoes in this, so I don't have to worry about those.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
And then a cleanup layer on top of that. Let's start with frequency sep.
Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my
Let's
body
just get a good curve on this.
I love everything.
There we go.
Fire
Same on the inverse.
around my room. My world's so bright. It's hard
There
to
we go.
breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
How do I want to do this? I'll just pull that down. Pull that down. I'll take that out. That's fine. And then this. Once again, you don't have to get a manicure for a photo shoot if you know how to retouch properly.
Breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It seems
That's a little too fake. Go back a little bit. This I can live with.
just wanna be carefree lately. Just kicking
There we go.
daisies. Got 1 too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 40 clovers in my locket. Untied laces, just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Probably don't need to mess with the redness on this if I can just dodge it up a little bit. Yeah, the redness isn't so bad anymore if you blend the tone. Same And down here, I think, if I just pick this up a little bit, and then bring this down 10. That's better. Alright, cleanup. We're going to do a little bit of cleanup. The hair, everything's in place. Just a couple specks on the shirt. Posture check. I'm definitely gonna clean my screen after this stream because it's really hard to see these dust and specks. Alright. And then skin redness. I'll do like a 30% brush. I'll come in here where it's uneven. I think I need to take it down even farther. Yeah. Just do a little bit on the hands. A little bit on the knuckles. On the thumb. Alright, just enough light cleanup to get the job done. I am very happy with this. Let's save this into our selects folder. How long have we been going for? Where are we at? Stream settings, yeah, that's cool. Analytics, stream health. We started at what? Noon? 2 hours and 40? We can go to 3. I'll try to be quick with the next 2 edits. Alright, so what are we envisioning for this one? I'm envisioning just a darker background with a clean mask. Seems like Capture One's taking a minute to figure this out. The GPU is really fighting. Come on. There we go. Alright. We can do a frequency separation on this. Am I gonna need to use it that much? Not really, no. Honestly, tonally, this is great. Seems like we really locked it down inside of Capture One. So there you go, Capture One saving us time in Photoshop. I'm assuming it was that skin blending tool that did it for us. Skin tone blending tool. So we're just cleaning up the specks on the back of the shirt. These are kind of distracting to me, so we can just get rid of it all. I see some specks over here. Are there any specks on this side? It's just easier to see it this close for me. Alright, the shirt is clean. Now we just need to do a background. I'm gonna do select subject. I hope it does a good job. It looks, well, almost pretty good. We want to include this, so it's weird that this isn't included. Now it is, and then we need to cut out this little corner here. These together. Alright, make selections, subtract from selection. There we go, we have a perfectly clean mask inside of that little hole. Everything else, it's kind of rough. We'll clean that mask up later. Let's do our curves layer, invert that for the background. And then we're just gonna bring this down. That already looks better. The white point, honestly, I want there to be brighter highlights on the bottom. Clip that to that. Or we just make a new layer called background. Or sorry, a group called background. Put that mask on the group. And we have a, don't need a clipping mask anymore. This just exists within here. That's pretty much giving us the look that I wanted. I'll have to clean up that mask for sure, but I might even do another one on top from like here to here. Bring that down a little bit. Oh yeah, let's clean up this. Oh, didn't mean to do that on either of those. Selection, and bam, gone. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I am probably gonna have to go through with a pen tool and like mask this stuff out. am I not doing anything? There we go. Oh, none of this is included, okay. Oh, there's a little hair here we can get rid of. I have to adjust the skin tone on this one, like, all throughout. Might also get rid of this logo. I don't need that. Skin tone definitely needs to be adjusted here to some degree. That's just me pumping reds, but I'm gonna need to do another layer where I take the reds out. And it's mostly right here on the neck. Need to just really push that to yellow. There we go. Same here in the shoulder, push that to yellow. Definitely this part of the arm and the hand. And you know, I'm just gonna throw this in. No, it's fine. I'll just call this skin tone, and we'll put these together in a group and call that subject. That's where we'll leave it for now. I think that looks pretty cool. This is going to be one of those that I have to just kind of sit with for a while. What if I made this darker? Oh yeah, there's crazy stuff going on here with this mask. Come on, let's clean this up a little bit. That should be a much neater mask. Yeah, minus this weird, like, these divots. Yeah, this mask is rough. Well, you get the idea. Clean up the masking and then this will look a lot prettier. But I think this accomplishes what we were setting out to do. Selects, save, last image. See, this one already kind of has the lighting that I'm going for. I don't think there's gonna be much I'll need to do to it. Oh, if that's done saving, we can pull in this image, edit with Photoshop, and this will be our last image of the stream. And then we can call it a day. Throw in our frequency separation action. We'll create a cleanup layer for ourselves. We'll do a solar layer in case we need to do any painting. so first thing I see is some of these stray hairs. We can grab those and move those with frequency separation. This little flyaway can be done in cleanup. This one flyaway that's reaching way out there. Back that one out. Fill in this gap. With these random strays. And then whatever is going on with this, fix that, good. Hopefully less specks on this one to worry about. I kind of put I wasn't cross-lighting any of that texture, so it shouldn't be appearing super hard. Yeah, it's a pretty flat black. Just a couple of specks here and there. There you go, like a loose hair. Little speck. Alright, good. Alright, good. A little bit of discoloration up here, we can fix that very easily. I'll do what do I want to do? Reds? There you go. Maybe this is, I don't know, solved with the color layer? Alright, that's a better blended thumb. We just need to fix the color on it. Honestly, we could do a little bit of blending around the hand as well, just to remove some of that strain. That fixes a lot of our problems. Even without all this wacky color toning. I think I am going to do a color layer. But I'm going to throw it in here. I'm going to do some really light painting. I'll do like 50% color painting. And then I need to make the whole thing just a little bit brighter. What if I... Bam. I'll do a... make the thumb a little brighter, just from the white point. Now it blends better. Oh, and then I'll take away some of the yellow saturation on this bend right here. Let's see. I'll do a high opacity. There we go. Alright, fix the thumb. Overall, I think this is a very nice image. And I did not adjust the skin redness yet. Call this thumb. Oh, I'll go open up that last shot and bring it in here. And then just go down the arm with this, take away that redness. Maybe some of the redness here on the back of the arm. Get more of that consistent skin tone effect, and that's better. Call that skin redness. Alright. Just some really light touch-ups in this image. I don't think we need to do anything crazy to this. I'm going to save it. Put it in our selects folder. I think that wraps everything up for today. I think we're finished. Let's go into our selects folder, see what we got so far. Alright, image 1, I like the textures in the wall. Image 2, image 3. This one's still a lot warmer than this one. So I might even darken this and then cool it down in Photoshop to make them a lot more similar. Oh, I forgot to fix this little highlight here. Gotta make sure I have this lined up really well. Alright, let's do it. Frequency separation, low frequency, sample current layer. I just want to keep this dark. Now it's just doing weird stuff again. Maybe I'll do a low opacity. Oh wait, no. I don't need to replace the texture. I need to replace the tone. There we go. Oh, it's too much. Need to paint this down. Let's see if that fixed our issue. I say yeah, it's a lot less obvious. Alright, let's see if that word exists. There we go. Alright, now I'm happy. Well, that does it for this stream. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. The next stream might involve more retouching on this project. We'll see if we find any interesting shots that have some good learning lessons inside of it. But I'm more or less just going to continue with this exact same workflow of copying and pasting adjustments in Capture One for other similar scenes. For example, this to this. I might even take some of these edits and put them over here in these since they're just shot against the same backdrop. We have this scene which I can use from our first adjustments and just throw it in over here. And then, yeah, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. The same kind of cleanup. We're gonna be just cleaning up the clothes, getting rid of wrinkles if we feel the need, blemishes, flyaways, and then skin tone, like kind of like naturalization, neutralization. But yeah, that's about it. Just a couple sneak previews into what the rest of the shoot looks like. Mostly just shots on white. I wanted to do a shout out to Jimmy for helping me put this together, who is the subject of these photos. Thank you to Romelia for doing the hair and makeup. Thank you to Laurel for assisting me, helping me get this job done. And thank you to Ryan for doing BTS content, which if you watch my most previous stream here on YouTube, you will see what I did in terms of how I edited that, how I put that stuff together. I'm going to leave you guys with just all this. If any questions, feel free to subscribe, comment on this stream. Follow me on Instagram if you want to reach out directly, at Daniel Livingstone. And that's about it. No promos, no affiliate links, no nothing today. Just wanted to keep it a real simple stream and get some work done with you guys together. If you're using this as an opportunity to co-work, shout out to you guys. So that's it for today. I will... gosh, I just feel so mentally tuned out after that stream. That was a long one for us. Let's just cap it off with the outro. As always, my name is Daniel Livingstone, and you all be sure to do something creative today. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.